This is Vinyl Voices Radio, ESPN 97.5.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm John Denman.
Jesse Sendejas.
All right, we're back. This is Vinyl Voices Radio here on ESPN. He's just Sendejas. I'm John Denman. He's just Sendejas.
She's not John Denman.
Nope.
She's Veronica Sendejas.
Veronica
Don't
Sendejas.
listen to them.
So, Escape from the Zoo is our guest this week. And if you were listening to the last segment, you heard a badass song. We're going to listen to a few more, and then you're going to hear some live stuff as well. But I was kind of thinking, now that we got, Pop sitting over here, early on in the days, whenever you really started playing stuff, how open were you with, lyrics for your parents? Because Mom's sitting over here, too.
I would show my parents everything.
Yeah.
Kind of, Veronica said I'm a, what is it?
Look what I can do.
I'm a look what I can do kind of person.
Yes, Stuart from Mad TV.
Stuart. As soon as I write something, I want to show somebody. And so, I showed my parents, everything. I remember sitting at our dining room table after I wrote, my first accordion song. And I was like, check this out. I'm so proud. But anyway, my parents, showed me punk rock when I was growing up. My dad was the first one that taught me the Ramones beat. You don't even play drums, but you I guess studied it.
So in our band.
You studied it so much that you knew the
Yeah.
And that's how I learned that. Same with the ska beat. You're I think they're strumming up when they do it, and that's how I learned how to do the ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So yeah, I showed my parents everything. Very open book, open family. It's
Yeah. It was one of those, my son, when he really started writing a bunch of music and making music, he'd show me, but don't tell Mom. Because the lyrics were not exactly, the best that would not get him in trouble somehow kind of thing. I'm like, she'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Yeah. What about you? Was when you were just starting your whole thing, were you also Stuart from Mad TV, look what I could do? No?
Never.
Really?
I still am not that way. I don't. I won't let Jesse hear me when I record, which is about to change for the next album. I tried to play in front of my parents, or my dad and my stepmom and my siblings, a couple years ago, and I just froze up. I just couldn't do it. They terrify me. They're great people, amazing people,
They're beautiful
very
people.
chill, very sweet people. I'm still just terrified of judgment, I think. I'm not sure why.
Man.
But yeah,
I'm the opposite of look what I can do.
but when you go on stage to perform,
It's a different thing. I don't know why. It's just me playing music with my friends. I just don't look at the crowd. I look at them or at my feet, and that's...
It's also different in front of a crowd because it's one amalgam, that you're playing to, as opposed to when we play for y'all tonight, it's going to be so much scarier than any of the shows we just play on the West Coast where there's 500 people every night. That I'm fine with. I get out there and I might as well just be sitting alone in my room. I'm fine. But when there's 6 people in a room,
and there's 12 eyes on you.
yeah, 'cause everyone is
Or 11.
Yeah, I guess there
The
was
guy with the patch.
I was counting the dog.
Yeah. It's funny because, we're talking with you as an artist, but of course I'm listening to you as a dad, and those things that you're talking about are true. You never were afraid to be check this out or whatever, because we knew it was art, music, but also just kind of hearing you guys, it's man, I feel like even when we're not trying to, parents put so much pressure, on kids, and it's
we just want to make y'all proud.
right.
It's of course I want to make, every crowd proud. I want them to have the night out they deserve. I want them to get their money's worth. I want them to have fun, but after the show, I'm not going to see them at Christmas,
Right. Not usually. But we can do the whole shoe on the other foot tonight because this is our new thing, we're trying to, do a thing. So I'm trying to make you proud tonight. How's that?
Oh, you already done it. I've seen all the podcasts. They're incredible. Y'all have a super solid setup.
I mean, it starts with 3 large pieces from Frank's.
That's right. You
Like
can't-
most things do.
Yes. That's how we set the stage here.
Right. And then
Frank set the stage for life.
DJ Muskratch and Jason Sparza, those guys will always hold it down. So
Billy over there.
Mm-hmm. Run security.
Billy the bouncer.
Yep. But just writing songs, right? Because punk rock songs are usually pretty fast, anyways, and there's a lot of lyrics. But your songs are even faster, where you have to write 3 times the amount of lyrics per song than like most songs.
I mean, I don't think I have to. I could probably
He does, and then he does it for 3 bands.
spoken to plenty of people who are like, why do you write that? You could just write like 2 verses and like a hook. And then I'm like, well, I need to get the point across. I've got like, I don't actually write that often, but when it hits, it's just like a flood, and I want to get like every idea out there, or it just feels incomplete.
Do you usually like stick to one song when that happens, or do you like write all this stuff down and go, oh, this could be 2 songs?
No, I don't think I've ever split a song. I think it's pretty much like I get like hyper locked into like one thing, and then I'll just work on that till it's done. It usually takes like a few hours. Very few songs I've ever written happen over like a span of days. Kind of just, I mean, sounds cheesy, but like the muse hits,
Yeah.
Or like Rick Rubin would say, like you pluck the pluck the creativity out of the vastness of space, or whatever his ideology was.
Sounds like something he would say.
Let's listen to the song.
Oh, yeah. That's what we're about to get to.
It was a long intro to the song.
Yes.
Let's listen to the song.
We need to put a cue card behind you.
No, we need a teleprompter.
Yeah, something.
Just a big sign
Or-
that says song.
or just,
now.
just like,
God give us a whiteboard. You like
No,
fucking
no.
laughing the whole time. Just be like,
we need to see a sign with the hand signals and what they mean. Just like back there. Because I feel like they change. Like we get new ones every week.
Right.
Let's listen to the.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
you gotta listen.
I'm just saying we're at 7 minutes before the song.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll be at 10 after.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. Well, we should listen to an example of what Jesse was just talking
Yes. Speaking about a lot of lyrics in one song.
about. Yeah. This one is Counting Cards. It's the titular track. Did I say that right? Yeah.
Titular.
I like that.
He said tits.
Did you say that on radio?
Another dead, another shot in the street, another viral video, we tap out our condolences, and then another cop gives a speech. They try to justify a killer at a podium, and somehow, still up at night, it can't see the blatant hate and racism pervading the society, and we're still are the ones who could help but choose not to, may as well cut holes in their sheets. The ones to be wary of are the ones who don't want things to change.
Cause they're comfy this way, they can fire on a protest and somehow not end up in a grave.
Just turn ourselves in the next
So the
day.
purpose of the process
For many things don't work that way.
The debts are stacked, and the house always wins. Well, the dealer's fucking crooked as a dog tired leg. Well, we've been counting cards. We're fucking fed up, shit's gone too far.
We turned our backs on this too many times. 'Cause it's not real unless it's happening to us. bodies of this nonsense till we've exhausted all we've got. But I'll never say however many times this name leads me up into a numbing state till we can't stomach the world afraid.
I guess the sun was going up in flames. Pretty likely we're both to the end of days, but doesn't mean we have to fight back. When you fight, you lose value when your time's done. Burning bigots, saving saints, lazy rackets, time just fades away. From the hateful is our despotic leaders of the state. Burn the bigots, save the state, raise the bad guys, time straight.
We turned our backs on this too many times. Shit's not real unless it's happening to us.
So that song starts up, ramps up, and then takes you back down. Nice, easy piano going on.
Yep, that was
Keys.
our guitar player Elliot's sister-in-law that played the piano at the end there. It's gorgeous. Come on. Come here.
And Elliot's got other family that also did some stuff on that album too.
Yep, his brother did horns on Jars of Fears and Martin Curve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that one's, I don't know. There's it's such a, you guys have such a unique style. And I mean, it was like, you know, you mentioned Daze and Daze. The first time I listened to that band, I was like, I've never heard anything like this before. You know, and it was like, but it is, and your vocals are also very unique. So where
Thanks.
it was like when, because Escape from the Zoo, you have songs where like you scream a lot, you know, right? Is that something that you like? I don't know. Just one day did you just like and you're like, that sounds good.
I used to try and like, because I mean, we grew up listening on you know like the Steady Seven bands and you know all like the screamy stuff and like death metal, Norma Jean and all that, and like I would try to do that when I was younger, but it came out like like I just didn't know how my vocal cords worked yet, and I think it was like singing to, forget what I was singing to, but I was singing something in it was Molotov Compromise.
I thought you were going to be
Houston
like
shout
Elvis
out.
Presley.
It was Elvis Presley, and I was like, this just worked. No, it was Molotov Compromise. I was driving around, and it just like clicked, and I like figured out how to do it, and it's like the most cathartic feeling in your vocal cords, especially into a microphone in front of like a bunch of people, and it's super loud on a stage.
Yeah.
Just you can really like let everything out.
Probably this is something you don't necessarily want out there, but that's what this show's about. Let's just do it. Jesse had a band when he was really young called the Don Wallies.
Don Wallies. Look it up. You'll never find it.
It's out there. I'm just saying. But that was, you know, that kind of thing. It was like, Were there those Blood Brothers, right?
Blood Brothers, Heavy Heavy Low Low.
Yeah, all those bands.
Like
I
the
love
like
that
screamo core.
That's
Kind
good stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you listen to it now, it's still fun. But that's kind of the first iteration of where he was going with music. And the only reason I bring it up is because he said how good it felt, and I just remember the story of like you guys having like a show at a neighborhood park, and
That's maybe
that's
one,
when it happened, right?
probably the gnarliest show I've ever played was.
Really?
But what was that? Pecan
something
Park or
park.
I forget, but it was at some. It was just a park in the middle of a suburb, in a gazebo, and we like
Daytime?
showed up. No, it was
Set the
nighttime.
scene. Okay. Nighttime.
But we like bought all the drums and amps and stuff, and wired a extension cord to the bathroom plug like across the park, and had like a PA set up, and that pit was real. I went in the bathroom after we played, and this dude looked. I was like washing my hands, and this dude looked at me, and he was like, "Does this look okay?" And his lip was just hanging off. I was like, "Yeah, am I gonna get it checked out?"
It looks great. Don't drink anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't look in the mirror, but yeah, those shows were. What was the band that we played with all the time? Oh, Fire at Will. They were really good too.
Yeah.
It's like just 14-year-olds that had no idea what they were doing and no business doing it in the middle of somewhere that it was not supposed to be done.
Residential neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know.
It happens.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just interesting. I think we talked about this last show or the show before, just like vocals. Just being able to, like the physiology of your body, like the makeup of that, just be able to project and even just make a harmonizing sound in half-ass key, or something. There's a lot going on to make it happen.
Yeah.
And I mean, I sing. It's not pretty.
Same.
Oh, see?
I scream. I'll scream too. If their song hits me right, but it, no one else wants to hear it.
What song have you ever screamed to?
Oh man, don't give me singing some Dolly Parton.
Jolie.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be a fourth segment one day.
It needs to be the fourth segment. Yeah.
I'll scream for everybody.
It might be
Anybody will scream
this
to that
show's
song.
fourth segment. We'll see how it goes.
Oh no, that probably needs to be, as much as we talk about, drinking is bad, but that's probably gonna need to be a tequila night to make that happen. All right, let's take another break, and we're hanging out with Escape from the Zoo. This is Vinyl Voices, and we'll be right back.